I'm not gonna have to get rid of my fucking gear for a while.
Alright, yeah, you're gonna want to do, the first time doing this, you might want to do it with trust, because I don't know if this is a limited trust event. What the fuck is this place?
Okay, at least here it's easy to see which doors you can go through because like the pseudo door handles are glowing, which is nice. So you don't have to try every door. Southwest. Wait, I already went over there. Oh right, that's the one that I can't get to.
I gotta read the lore here.
The following cutscene cannot be skipped, oh boy.
They're all good. There's no bad cutscene in this zone. Oh yeah, I got scaled down. God damn it, I don't have my super moves. Music here is also pretty good. This dungeon is 542 item level.
Oh, maybe some actual upgrades.
Yeah, hold on. I gotta compare.
Pieces I have gotten, they're just not worth it. Like the 6 item levels.
It's alright.
It's not.
It's like barely an upgrade compared.
Yeah, it's like I get 2 more crit. And I get 2 more crit, 2 more determination, but I lose direct hit and skill speed.
Thank you for the follow, Purple Moon Glow.
Worth. I mean, my stats are all gonna be all fucky anyway when I hit 90. I'll just take whatever I can get and then worry about skill speed later. because Gunbreaker might take more skill speed this expansion compared to last. Only because we can fit, with a little bit more, we can fit another hyper velocity into our Mercy build.
How tight's your opener gonna be then, once you're 90?
Depending on skill speed, tight.
Dang. Cause like right now, I actually need a timer for pre-pull.
Oh.
At least to like be optimal, I need a timer. I don't think it really matters
Like
at the end of the day.
How much? Like
9
10?
seconds.
9. Alright, so probably 15 would be good.
Yeah.
I wonder if Dancer still needs 15 seconds.
I don't know. Apparently they got like a lot of quality of life.
Oh, I think somebody just got to this zone because they're yelling in shout chat. Oh my god, it's so beautiful.
I still think, at least as of right now, it's probably the best zone in this expansion.
Oh yeah, until we get to the last one, which I can't even guess what the last one will be. I mean, we already knew about this one.
Yep.
But they haven't even said or shown anything about the last one, just like the Tempest from last expansion.
Get in there.
Huh. So you know how WoW's doing that, like the refresh of the classic servers and stuff like that?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Well, people have found a way to transfer their classic last phase / Nax characters onto the new servers that is
Really?
phase 1 only. And they're abusing like the later gear that they have in like battlegrounds. So you got people in like Nax gear versus people that only have like say Molten Core gear, which in classic was a big gap in power. Like there's people with like Corrupted Ashbringer in like full Nax gear, and they're literally like one-shotting people in battlegrounds.
How do you spaghetti code that though?
Probably because at least for like the phase 1 stuff, like all the game files are still there. So you having the gear, at least for the server looking at you, isn't weird. Even if they have like, say, a switch that you can't even access like the later raids.
But it's a refresh, so is it like brand new server?
Yeah. It's like a brand new server that was phase 1 only, and people are somehow copying their character, because you can pay to like copy your character onto another server, but I don't know the exact specifics. And once people started doing that, it's just like no one wants to play anymore because all the legit people have no way to compete versus all the ones that
I feel like that's
transfer.
a fucking huge oversight if you can do that.
Yeah. WoW was so good, and then it just fucking died. It's not worth it anymore, especially with all the controversy.
I've seen some leaks for whatever their next patch is gonna be.
The 9.2.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
like,
I think the PTR is open right now for their next raid.
Yeah, they're trying really hard to hide what they plan on doing with Sylvanas. They apparently they data mined that she has like a second model.
I mean, maybe they'll purify her and she won't be a Banshee Queen anymore. She'll go back to being a freaking high elf.
hearing.
Because the 9.2 raid has the jailer is the final boss. So
Damn.
the story will conclude after 2 major patches. Bringing back memories of Burning Crusade, where the big bad was Illidan, and you fucking kill him right off the bat for like the first raid. Boy, I remember doing that shit. We were like, wait, okay, we're fighting Illidan. Do we actually kill him? And then we do it, and then he's actually dead, and then we're like, he was the big bad for the expansion, and he's done. Like, what else is there to do now? We're done.
Right?
We came here, we did what we came here to do. And then that unlocks going to Coilfang Reservoir.
Oh, Vachara and all that.
Yeah, you got to go get the vials. Well, you would do the quest to get the Hand of the Null title. You had to go get the vials. You had to complete both of the raids. Come back. Tempest Keep was fun.
I didn't get to proc through Tempest Keep.
I like the OG Ktisis fight. I mean, everyone gets fucking legendaries.
Yep, and then like, what is it? Hunters actually get a chance for a real legendary. Do you get that bow that gives you free arrows?
No, that was from.
Or is that Sunwell?
That was from Sunwell. Yeah, I think Arkham dropped it. I think, or was that from Ktisis? No. I'm pretty sure it was from Ktisis. Yeah, he did, because it was before Sunwell that people could get it. And oh boy, when that thing fucking dropped, holy shit! All the fucking hunters. I think we had like 6, 7 hunters. They were all Beastmaster.
Of course.
No, we had one survival hunter. He was so adamant on staying survival. I think he
true
was
hero.
like he was a true hero. He was like near the bottom, but like all the fucking Beastmasters were doing so much fucking damage that it didn't fucking matter. Like we could have been down like 60 PS, and if all the hunters were up, we would still beat the fight way before Enrage. Beastmasters were so broken, and almost all of them had all of their abilities like macros and mouse wheel, and I'm like, that's just stupid. They would get the unlocked mouse wheel and just fucking spin it and just sit there. Oh, the memories. Boy, I remember going through Sunwell the first time.
I think if there's one thing I like about WoW raids, it's the whole, you gotta actually go through the place rather than just go straight to the boss.
Yeah, that's one thing that I do miss. Which, trash, I mean, it is nice not having to fucking do trash, which they did do in a later raid.
Yeah, like it.
That was Trial of the Crusader.
Let's not talk about that. I still remember the first time going into there, and we got up to the PvP portion of the whole thing, aka the first fight.
God, that was chaos. With 25 heroic, that was fucking chaos.
Yeah, because everyone had to like learn buns that they probably never used in their lives.
Yeah, like
all the paladins had to time their repentance. Oh man.
Yeah, we had to, like, our rep pallies had to learn how to repent right. The fucking hunters had to ice trap things correctly. Oh my god, they were like What's I've never used Ice Trap before. Isn't that a PvP skill? I'm like, I'm like, oh my god, we're gonna wipe this so many times.
Yeah.
And on Heroic, you only had so many wipes.
Yep.
Well, at least during the prog days, because I think at the start it was like 10 attempts that you had. If you wiped 10 times, you just got kicked out and you couldn't do it anymore.
And that
And
was your
every week, I
weekly
think
lockout.
Yeah, I think they upped it by like 5 attempts every week until they just got rid of it. Boy, I remember watching the Heroic Anu Iraq fight, and I was like, why the fuck did they bring back the bug from fucking Nax?
The fuck with you with server ticks and latency. I swear those spikes were just constant.
Oh my god, it was always good when it went after the paladins because we got an extra like 8 seconds of getting the ice traps down, because the paladins would just sit there and bubble right next to one of the ice, and they would just let it keep hitting them over and over while the hunters went after the freaking ice traps. Oh, that was another thing. The ice was limited in Heroic. You only had so many before they were just gone.
Yep.
And there was one time where we ran out and he was just killing people over and over. And the last phase, oh my god, I hated the last phase of that fucking fight. Healers were having a fucking hand.
The AoE.
Yeah, because the swarm where he would take everybody's life and add it to his.
Yep.
Like later on, when they had the legacy buff, when you could just go back and solo it. Like when you got to the 3rd phase, some tanks couldn't do it because they didn't have the damage. Because he would keep stealing your health, and he would go back up to full health.
It was a percent, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a percentage of your health. It would take like half your health, I think. And when you could do it, you had more health than he did, or around it. So he would go from like 25 all the way to full health in like one tick, because you had like, 3 million health or something. It was ridiculous. And oh man, we trolled so many new people, because after you finish the twins, the twin Valkyrs, like Lich King comes in, does his thing.
Yep.
Well, we told people that if he didn't stand still, the floor was gonna break, and then you would die. So all these new people were getting freaked out, like, oh shit, I'm standing still. And then the floor would break, and we were like, oh damn it, we're all gonna wipe. And then what happened?
How many DKs did you have in your group?
3.
Yeah.
All 3 of them hit fucking Path of Frost.
Yep. That was the raid wipe.
I was a prop palady, so I would
If we didn't have a wipe during the night, that was the wipe.
Well, we wouldn't fully wipe, but it would be a good like half the group.
Yeah.
Like,
it's always funny because all the mages would whisper, it's like, "Hey, 1 gold for like a levitate," or the priest was like, "Oh, 1 gold for a slow fall."
Yeah, the priests would put slow fall on themselves. Mages. Some of the mages were brave. They would get almost all the way to the bottom and just teleport forward. What the fuck was it called?
Oh,
blink. They would just blink forward, and they wouldn't take any fall damage.
The actual. So this 4th dungeon is something.
Can't wait.
Music's just really chill in here.
Yeah, we had the Death Knight tank that was Frost. Then we had...
Was he dual wield or was he 2-handed Frost? I think it was 2-handed for tanking, right?
No, you could do any. You can even do 2-handed.
That's when they added the 1-handed.
Yeah, that was back in the day when all 3 specs could be a tank. Frost had the most aggro generation and damage. Blood had you could get your health back. Unholy was viable, but it wasn't that great tanking.
No idea what this means.
I still think the funniest thing was the Death Knight battle res during.
Oh, you came back as a ghoul and then died again.
You came back as a fucking ghoul, and all you had was like one ability that you just hit things. Unholy Death Knights for ICC trash, especially going up to Morrogar, was insane.
Oh,
they were like, they would put their diseases on, spread it, and their damage would skyrocket. Like that, our Unholy Death Knight was doing like 50% of the total damage for trash, and we had 25 people.
Jeez.
Our rogues suck though. We had one. She was the nicest old lady, and she was the only one that could rogue correctly. We had another, the nice old lady and some younger kid. The young kid would always fucking trigger the trap instead. And we'd watch him. He'd slowed in the next room, and the fucking big guy would come out and just one-shot him. And then they would all aggro and start running and bring the entire fucking room with them, while we were still dealing with the like the bugs and the spiders in the previous room.
All I remember was being a Ret Pally and having the 2-set bonus where your Divine Storm would reset.
Oh yeah. Our Ret Pallies were like, I will give you all of my... Actually, no wait. We didn't have points. We had a council with loot.
Yeah, I think loot council worked a lot better in ICC.
Yeah. We did well enough. We got to... We did the Dragon on Heroic. Okay, we did do Cindy 25 on Heroic. We got that wing down. We did do Putricide 25. And then it was Blood Queen. And we did get her down.
You wanna know what's funny about Putricide Heroic? I did the off tank as the ghoul or whatever, where you have to transform.
Oh, you were the Abomination.
I did so well as the Abomination during my Shadowmourne run that I just kept doing it. I never got to actually DPS that fight ever.
Oh yeah, if you have a good ghoul Abomination driver, oh man, that fight went so smooth.
Yeah, no poison on the ground.
Until you had the one random DPS that didn't pass their disease and died. And then shit just started going downhill. It was really early on in Prague that you could give your disease to a dead body and then you wouldn't have to worry about the mechanic anymore.
Really?
Like someone that, some random person, like I don't know, their DPS or something, they could just die. You could run over with the disease, give it to them, and then not worry about it, or you didn't have to pass it around. And that saved a lot on healing. There was also a mini controversy with one of the add-ons during that time period.
Mm-hmm.
It was one where if everybody had it, it was almost like think of like, John Madden drawing on the whiteboard.
Oh my god.
But it would stay there throughout the fight. So you could place your own like custom markers and stuff. Like, put like an X on the floor and it would stay there. And